name's Sherry. I'm from Metal Planet Music. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being here.
no, honestly,
Yeah.
it's lovely. You guys are really nice. Got such a good aura. Love it. Um, so yeah, I want to start with some audio. Um, how are you, and how was like traveling over here at the minute? Because this is our as summer as it gets for us, all right?
Yeah.
So
Beautiful out here.
yeah.
Oh my God. Very rarely do we see London in the sunshine.
Yeah.
And every time we're here in the sunshine, I'm like, wow,
What's going
this
on?
is a beautiful city.
Sometimes it can be. It can be.
Yeah, no, we've been over here for what, 5, 6 weeks almost,
Oh,
and
really? Okay. Yeah.
but obviously London is always kind of a beacon. We know it's just one of the greatest cities in the world and the best fans in the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's really exciting to come back here and to continue to come back and continue to play in front of like more people.
Loads of
It's
people,
like
yeah.
it's wild. Yeah.
You do have a pretty intense run of dates coming up now. Like it's
Hmm.
brilliant. You got what, Iron Maiden tomorrow, is
Yeah,
it?
we're not home till like Christmas.
Yeah.
Wow, like I
Yeah.
was gonna say it's
Yeah,
a
we're
good
just
way to
out.
kick off the summer, isn't it?
It
Like,
is, yeah.
just go chill with like Iron Maiden and then you've got Volbeat and then is it Volbeat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He looks at me like, what are you talking about?
That's just my face. For those of
But
you
yeah.
listening, RJ has a weird face.
No, no, it's all cool. But yeah, Volbeat, and then you've got your tour for the
Yeah.
album, which is
Mhm.
going to be exciting this year.
Yeah, the back half of the year is very exciting because we'll be out. Lindsey Sterling's going to come out with us, and Apocalyptic
yeah.
are going to come out
Oh
with
my
us.
God.
And then we're back over here at the end of the year, headlining again, and it's
Headlining.
just it's really exciting. These shows are great. Iron Playing for the Iron Maiden fans, playing get like sort of introducing ourselves to new people, but we go back to these headline shows and they're
Yeah.
our shows
Yeah.
to be selfish. It's
Command
just
the
best.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun and relaxed and
Yeah.
it's such a good time. Yeah.
You
You know,
guys do.
in hindsight, we should have called it the Strings and Things tour
Mm.
because, Apocalyptic and Lindsay provide the
Yeah.
strings and we're the
Things.
Yeah. Missed the boat.
Oh, maybe the next one you should do that. No, Strings and Things tour does sound like fun, to be honest. I love that about you guys though. You are all about like advocates of fun and and mental health as
Mhm.
well. You guys are really on that. And I think that's so important at
Mhm.
like this day and age. Do you know what I
Agreed.
mean?
I think there should be more advocacy
Yeah.
uh to do away with the old way of thinking about mental health, the old
Yeah.
way of thinking about going to therapy,
Yeah.
and the old way of dealing with mental issues. Like my wife always says the same thing. She's great when she says basically it's if you're not weird, you're weird.
Yeah, yeah.
All of us
Yeah.
have something,
No
and
one's normal.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's so helpful and beneficial to just figure out what's going on in
Yeah.
your own head,
And I think as an artist, like it's that it's emotion and expressed,
Hmm.
Yeah.
through media, a medium, and it's important to get that out there to let people know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and makes everyone else feel like, okay, yeah,
They're not their own.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not alone. Like we all feel like this.
I mean, music is therapeutic in itself, and
Yeah.
then for music to also contain the message that it these truths about how the mind works and human behaviors and all these things. It does kind of make you feel less alone, and yeah.
And when you can put those thoughts to like some kick-ass music.
Beautiful combo, yeah.
I think as well, if you've got like such a prolific platform as you guys have, it's a good way to get that out as well, to kind of because there are so many naysayers out there, do you know what I mean? And they just, yeah. So I think, yeah.
Well, we're lucky to be in our generation where people are now starting to wake up and be more open-minded to mental illnesses and just mental conditions in
Yeah.
general. It's very common.
Mm.
Our parents didn't really have that. The idea of
Yeah.
like, oh, have you heard about Aunt Jane? She's going to therapy.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, she's crazy. It's
Like
like, no, you're not
taboo.
crazy. If you're not needing some sort of answers to what's going on in the way that your mind is working, then you're cheating yourself out of knowing what's happening.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna suck it up and be a man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is exactly what we mean, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. That mentality has to go. Yeah.
Absolutely, this is it.
Speak for yourself.
Except for Josh. He's a real miner. Diane.
You can print that.
Look at those bootstraps. I saw him pull himself up.
Yeah, that's right.
Love it. So I want to talk a little bit like your. I'm trying to be serious about that.
Sorry. It's so funny. This type is just not.
Nah. No, I love this. Love it. So I want to talk a little bit like your dynamic of songwriting. I know you probably get this question like tenfold, but I feel like in the last, like, because 2022 was your last album, like full album release, wasn't it?
Mhm,
Like, because I know you had like a live album afterwards,
Right.
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like in parts of that you have a bit more, like you've always got this epic, epicness in your sound, but I feel like you've got more groove notes now. Like you have a
Oh,
bit more
that's cool.
diversity. And
Yeah.
I feel, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think you just said that, RJ. Like I think this album is very diverse for us, and it's like it's heavy.
Mm,
It's unquestionably Hailstorm, but it's it's it yeah, it's the most us record to date, and I feel like I don't know. That seems such a cliche thing to say, but this record, unlike uh, most of our records, and since Into the Wildlife, maybe,
mm.
Mhm.
was us locked in a house in Savannah, and we'd sleep upstairs and record downstairs, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was a very organic, process,
Yeah.
and uh, it's different. It's a different sound for us. We wanted that. It's why we went with a new producer. Is it's what you do as an artist.
Yeah.
You don't get stuck.
You evolve.
You have to evolve,
Right. Yeah.
and we are evolving. We're older now. Our lives are different than they were even 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and they're ever changing, and that's like the beauty of music is like it's a timestamp on like where you are in a given, you know,
Yeah.
anything, place, time, whatever, and so yeah, this is the the highest form of Hailstorm
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
That's well put because it really felt like we were back in our parents' basement the way we used to write music
Yeah.
before we already had an established sound. Because when we first got signed and made our first record, there was a lot of co-writing involved, and obviously, like we're trying to find our sound, and
Right.
we have people trying to help us form our sound. But now I feel making this record, I feel that we were fortunate enough to be in a position of being established enough to where rather than being anchored in what our pre-existing sound is and trying to form the creative process to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was more like, let's just let the creative process lead us where
right.
it wants to go.
Yeah.
And so it was much more, let's just make songs that get us excited rather than let's make songs that fit this pre-existing format.
Something we did say like going into this album, all last touring cycle, and it's funny, it did really materialize that, um, you know, the, there are no rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw the rules out the window. This isn't like Lizzie doesn't have to be the I get off girl for the rest of her life.
No.
Yeah.
She's and I think we achieved that. I think we really did toss rules out the window and
Mhm.
just chased whatever was getting us most excited. And as soon as it felt flat, we would deviate and find something else. And yeah, the rules
Yeah.
are unnecessary, and it's how we used to write.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Especially, I
when
mean,
we were just kids, like we just didn't
Like
care.
raw,
This gets
yeah.
us excited.
Yeah, right,
You know,
exactly.
it's chasing excitement.
but I
It's
think that
such a funny thing to come full circle.
having that mentality is what really makes something work, especially nowadays, the way that we consume music.
Yeah.
We're not chasing radio hits as much anymore, as much as we still really, love radio and use radio. And it's been such a great help for us just to get our band to where it is now. We're always grateful for it. But the way that people consume music nowadays, it doesn't have to form so much to a particular mold, like it like you kind of the bands that have that excitement in their songs where it's like, because I feel like also we have such a diverse listening diet.
Yeah.
Like the music that gets us excited, we listen to everything from like heavy metal to hip hop and jazz and all these things. And I feel like a lot of people also have a very diverse listening diet because now you can listen to everything in the world on your phone. So I mean,
Yeah.
like, even my wife goes from Taylor Swift to Slipknot,
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
her friends do that too,
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it's really important as a musician to be like to have that kind of diversity because then you understand music a lot more. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you learn a lot from it. So
And it also just keeps it exciting. It keeps every song from sounding alike.
Yeah.
Like it gives it like this song has a totally different feel, and it makes it fun for the listener. So
yeah, exactly. Who does most of the songwriting? Are you like collective or because like
Yeah.
over the years?
Yeah,
Or...
this was a um it's a per album, per song sort of
right, yeah.
basis, and
Mm.
this album, a lot of it was created together, sitting in our little jam room. Lizzie got to work with a couple of writers and came up with some just absolute, like, just undeniably incredible songs.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful. They were presented as her singing with maybe like a piano, and and so then we just get to have so much fun.
Jam with it,
It's like
yeah.
just a
Like,
playground of
build it
of creating this song, building it around a melody and a lyric. A lot of them came from just RJ starting a drum beat, or Joe having a riff, or just with a thought, or a melody or anything. It's really funny how if you can reverse it, like how it starts from this one little
Yeah, a little
ember
yeah.
floating around, and
Well said,
lands,
well said,
and
yeah.
it's like, cool.
Yeah.
That happened, and it did happen like that in studio every day.
Yeah.
Was this we would wake up, eat breakfast, lunch, whatever, noon, 1 o'clock start, idea, go. And we'd start jamming on it. What if we went here? What if we went here? What if we went here? This is great. We got to record this. We got to record this right now. RJ, would go in and start drumming, and we'd have a song created, track built by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
That we were there. Every day we had a new song.
It was nice because we didn't have to like try to reverse engineer a demo that was made by some songwriter or producer. Our A&R guy's like, that's a hit. It has to sound just like that. And then we're like, well, I guess we could try to add a little bit of Halestorm flair.
There was no recreating magic.
Right. He doesn't like demos.
Yeah,
so.
he was against demos, in which we've always felt the same way too, but it was just we did, that was the process.
Yeah.
And so to throw that logic into it and say there are no demos, this is what we're doing. We were capturing real time magic.
We were tracking it while we were in it.
Yeah.
Which is great because we didn't have to like try to act.
Yeah, but involved and just
we were tracking it while we were really excited about it in the moment. Yeah. That's why it has that spontaneity to it.
This is a reenactment.
None of that. Yeah.
History Channel shit.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be, I think, sometimes,
I
you know,
agree.
you got to put a bit of history with your new mix, you know, like
Yeah.
you don't forget your roots, and that's one of the things I love about you guys. You're always, you know, super humble with what you do. I think,
Oh,
you know,
thanks.
you do. You just come across like so nicely.
Not me. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah.
I wake up and I piss excellence. Ricky Bobby.
I wake up and put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you.
But once my pants are on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna gold
I'll make
That's
it.
I don't know if you're getting any of these references.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So yeah, you have a Q&A later, which is cool. I
Yeah.
think it's a really cool and intimate way of, you know, kind of kickstarting these kind of things. You know.
I agree. It's you know, where the day's coming where everyone is going to hear this music, and it can't come soon enough. We're just so excited to finally share it with everyone, and yeah, and so to get these little, I know, yeah, to us it's like it's done.
It's
Like,
been done for a year.
yeah, you know, we're playing 4 or 5 new songs in our sets, and but yeah, like to get these little Q&As, and it I don't know, it reignites the excitement behind that. Not
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we're not excited, but like also everyone gets a taste of it, and you know, you
You're
probably get to
kind of
hear
sharing
something
in a
tonight.
new way, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, and it seems to be a popular way of, you know, some artists anyway, of doing, you know, doing that. And I think it's really kind of, it's more inclusive to your fans, and I love that,
That's
you
what it's
know,
all about.
yeah.
It's fulfilling for us too to hear
Yeah.
outside listeners get excited about our new stuff, as excited as we are about it.
Mm.
It's like I think we did something right. Yeah, you like it too? You like it? Really? We should never know.
Yeah.
When this record was done, we're like, is anyone gonna like this? I don't know. It's pretty all over the place, but
Yeah.
yeah, they like it. So yes.
But you are like really connected to your fans, you know, like doing things like this, and then, you know, and I've noticed like online, you're really, you know, you're really inclusive with them as well, which is lovely to see because
Me, not so much.
yeah.
I'm a bit of a social
Are you a
media
bit of a chill? You're
dinosaur.
in the background, chill, like.
But if you know, if I get to hang out with people and have a conversation, you know, like I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like collectively, though, you know, I think you guys are more known, like, you know, from an outside kind of view, like, you know, you guys are more known of being really connective with your fans and, you know, and inclusive with them. And like I say, it's just they're, you know, you speak to anybody that loves you guys, you know, and they say, Hailstorm, oh my God, yes, they're so lovely.
Oh,
They
nice.
do, honestly, they do. Not just like, you know, ass kissing.
I especially like speaking to people who don't love us.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like we're eternally grateful that literally anybody likes the stuff that we create because it's
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
You write music, you write a song, you put your heart and soul into a
Yeah.
song, and
Mm.
if somebody comes up to you and says like, "I'm such a huge fan of your music," you're
Yeah.
just like, "Really?
What the hell, yeah.
Why?" No, not really.
Yeah.
But you're just like, "What?
I think
Thank
you have me mistaken.
Thank you so much. Like, yeah, it's as a fan of music ourselves, it's really cool.
This is it.
Yeah.
I think, well, and I mean, I work in the underground UK metal scene, okay?
Mhm.
And there is so many good bands and so like an artist, you know, so they're coming out and they're either struggling to know what the next step is, or they know, like, you know, they know what to do, and they go, you know, just, it takes them a few years and that. Do you know what I mean? What kind of advice would you give to artists like that?
Oh boy.
I know it's going to be
Well, it's a
appreciated.
different world now.
Yeah.
It's such a different world, but our advice would be get really fucking good at your instrument,
Mhm.
and find people who don't have a backup plan, that
Yeah.
this is all they want to do, and are as committed to an idea as you are,
Mhm.
and then just play as many shows as you can, uh, and then and be okay with maybe living off of, you know, peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. That's
You know.
that's the
You're to not be rich for a long
Yeah,
time.
for
rice and
Forever.
beans. Yeah.
yeah, you might,
Yeah.
like the hailstorm's trajectory
Mm.
has been like a little above 90 degrees.
It's a comfortable gradual build.
The
Yeah.
just and there was never overnight stardom or a smash hit or anything.
Mm.
We are fortunate enough to have been doing this for over 20 years, just because we stayed the course and we continue to challenge ourselves and each other, and in always getting better, and in music and in relationship, and um that's our answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're really savvy on the internet,
Yeah.
then you go for that.
Yeah,
I'm not, so
there are a lot of different outlets that you could use to promote your music and get
Yeah.
it out there. And
Yeah.
it's good to be savvy with all that. But
yeah.
I think the mentality to keep is, well, first, like you said, like we've been, at least I can just speak for us, like we've been on the slow and steady, trajectory. So it's never been about let's get really rich and famous really fast. It's just like let's just try to keep ourselves going
Keep going.
to get to the
Yeah.
next place, the next little victory, the next
Mhm.
small little victory. Because I think a lot of people probably have an understanding of how much work it takes to get a band off the ground. I don't think a lot of people understand the amount of time it takes to get a band off the ground. You got to be so patient and diligent,
Committed. Yeah.
committed about it, because it's a long, arduous process. And if you're focused solely on just getting to the peak, then when that doesn't happen when you want it to, then it can be discouraging and you might give it up. But if you're just focused on like, what's next? Like, what's the next little small victory? And how can I hopefully someday build this into a career, then I think that's a healthy mentality.
What Everest is all about.
Yeah.
Which is kind of literally why we called it Everest, because it's been kind of the story of our journey. Yeah.
And being now, 42 and
Hey, don't put me in that.
I'm not putting you in that group.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Just you get to the Middle Ages, and and you start to ask these questions, like why do we do this? This is crazy that we do this. How have we, and so. And that's what it's all about. If you get to continue the journey, because that's what it's about.
And enjoy it. Love the journey.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Love
And
it. Love the work.
all the ups
the
and the downs,
process.
and there are plenty of downs, and it's not, the life is it's I think looking maybe from the outside, it's pretty glamorous. And it is. It's fucking beautiful, but it's like it's.
We're lucky. Yeah.
It ain't pretty.
Yeah.
It's graft for it.
It's
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
but we love every part of it. We still love doing the interview.
I love 4 a.m. ferry rides.
People ask me, why did I get in the music business? And I all give them the same answer. I love airports.
Yeah.
I only do this because I want to just hang out at
connoisseur.
all the airports. If you tell me an airport, I'll tell you where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
Where the nearest bar is.
Yeah.
But that's all part of it, and it's what makes the shows, and when things actually do pay off, it makes it even that much more sweet, because the amount of effort that you put into the 1 hour of bliss and the 23 hours of grinding work.
And then you just keep chasing it. Chasing that feeling that you get on stage.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Amazing. Well, thank you.
That was very philosophical. Thank you for the really interesting questions. It really makes us think.
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.